You ready?
I got it.
Got it.
3, 2, 1.
I got to cut you off. Welcome everybody to Where in the World is Jeremy Cole? And Jeremy, where are you tonight?
Well, right now I am sitting in Atlanta, Georgia, headed to Lake Wiley, North Carolina for what they call a crappie tournament. So we're switching it up a little bit, running catfish tournaments and being at the Catfish conference all last weekend. I figured I'd go see a different species of fish.
Wow, the Catfish conference was quite a deal.
Boy, it was awesome, wasn't it?
It was. Huge venue. We're going to do a show with Steve Douglas tonight.
Well, I saw that.
Yep, he called me yesterday and wanted to know if we could do that, and I said absolutely. We'll be glad to do that.
It's not on even YouTube either.
It's not on nothing?
I don't see it. It's not on Facebook.
I don't know about this echo in the speakers. We've got to figure that out, that's for sure. But the whole thing was a big deal. We had a great time, so
make it home all right, or
you see it on YouTube?
we did. We got home about 10:30, 11 o'clock that night, left it really early in the morning, drove all day, and I was so glad to get home.
Not on Facebook.
Okay, Jeremy, they're telling me we're not live.
all right.
No, he said you're live on YouTube and not Facebook.
Yeah, you're live on YouTube.
He's working on it.
Okay, good. Well, he's working on it. We'll get it lined out here in a minute.
That being on is why you don't.
That what?
Speaker.
I can't hear him if I turn it off. I mean, we'll get it figured out.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, well, I got a little echo on my end through the speakers, and I'm not sure what it is, but whatever it is, it drives me insane. You know what I mean?
Technology. You got to
Yeah, that's it. We're still working out some bugs.
That's right. Well, I appreciate y'all having us on again. We got a lot of cool things coming up. I think the Catfish Conference was a huge success, and it grew exponentially. So a lot of new people. Anytime you have new people and young people coming in, that's just awesome. So.
Oh, I agree 100%. We had a lot of new people, a lot of new products, and a lot of new vendors, and I think next year it's going to be even bigger and better. We come home and talked about things that we want to do for next year, so we've already got some stuff in the works. But I really enjoyed the Catfish cook-off. That was one of my favorite parts of the whole thing. Of course, I got to eat the fish, so,
Well, I didn't get to partake in that. I had to, stay in the booth and politics, so you got lucky. I'm a little jealous. Was the fish good? Did they do a good job in the cook-off?
It really was good. It really was good. There was 2 of them that I thought was exceptional, and of course, you know me. If there's a meal around, I want to be involved with it.
So who ended up winning?
A couple of young guys. There was 3 of them involved with it, and I still can't remember their names, but they ended up winning it, and the Ishcomer family got second. They both had some really good fish. The last group that turned in fish, I don't know what their name was either. They had some really good fish. I enjoyed messing with the people before the show started. Before the cook-off started, and going around talking with all the people who was in there. I really enjoyed that a lot. And like I say, we just had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, we had a great time. There was a lot of our sponsors there that we got to connect with, a lot of new people, a lot of just new fishermen getting into the sport of competitive catfishing, and a lot of new guys that come through just wanting to come watch weigh-ins that were just getting into just fishing, period. So, regardless if they're fishing a tournament or not, it's pretty awesome that they're just coming into the sport of catfishing, period. So.
Yep. Exactly. So where's your next big catfish tournament's going to be at, Jeremy?
The next big one, actually, the lady at the city of West Tawakoni is trying to call me right now. But we will be on wonderful Lake Tawakoni, home of the big fish in East Texas, out of West Tawakoni, Texas. The city of West Tawakoni and the city of Emory, Texas, sponsoring that event. So make sure you support both towns there. One of them's on Lake Fork, one of them's on Twaukene. But if you've not ever been to Twaukene, get on and watch Live with the Guides, Michael and Terry Littlejohn. They give out a lot of great information for new guys coming to fish the lake, but it's an awesome fishery. It still holds our 5-fish record, our heaviest 5-fish record, 239 pounds. So hopefully that'll get broke again this year. So that'll be next weekend. And then 2 weeks will be on Wheeler Lake, Decatur, Alabama, where Catfish Weekly's very own had a huge fish yesterday on Wheeler. So
yes, he did. Doc put an 85, I think it was, or an 86 in a boat yesterday. I was so proud of him. He done a bang-up job. I talked to him for a little bit last night, and he was really excited about that. And that's a great fish. We're just so happy that he got that. Now, if he just get that fish his mother come Saturday morning, he'll be gold.
That's right. That's right. So, West Twaukene, Texas, they are actually having a dinner. It's like $10, and I forgot what it is, but we will be posting that on our Facebook page. But the American Legion will be having a dinner for all the fishermen. Like I said, it's like $10 or $11 a plate. But that'll be right there where we're having the captain's meeting. So for the size town it is, they are one of the most supportive and most fisherman friendly when these guys come into town.
Yep, that's a great lake, and everybody's excited about that. Where's your tournament after Twaukene?
Decatur, Alabama, on Wheeler Lake. It'll be a qualifier. Hopefully we'll get rid of a lot of water, but right now it's supposed to be below, back down below flood stage, or out of flood stage by this weekend. So hopefully the river will get straightened out there on Tennessee, and we're playing Mother Nature a lot this year with the flooded waters on Tennessee River, which is what I love to do. It just makes the fishermen so happy when we fight Mother Nature. But the following 2 weeks after that, the next tournament's on Milford Lake, and it's got ice on it. So
yeah, we talked with Ryan Nagy about that a little bit over the weekend, and it's going to be very tough to get rid of all of that.
Yeah, and he seemed to think that it should be clear. You still got 3 weeks, and it just takes a few warm days and some wind blow all that ice off the lake. So
that's exactly right. And but I know you guys will make a decision and do the right thing. I know everybody's excited about going down to Twaukene and then on over to Decatur and then over to Kansas, and they'll have a great time over in Kansas. Big fish in that lake. There's some giant channel cat in it, but they got a lot of big blues too.
Yeah. So are you a betting man, Lyle?
Oh, I would. I'd bet on what you had for supper tonight, and I don't even know.
Well, what do you think? Let's have a little bet. What do you think it's going to take to win Twaukene this weekend?
Twaukene?
Yeah.
5 fish one day. I'm going to say 140 pounds.
140 pounds, and they've got a slot limit now too. I think it's 2 big fish per person, 4 per team.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Well, 140 is pretty close. I mean,
I think it will be.
And a good kicker fish, they could have well over 200 easy.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say 175.
Oh wow.
I think they're gonna catch some good fish. So
that'd be awesome.
What's the bet, Cindy? Let Cindy bet on what the bet is.
Cindy, what do you think the weigh-in will be in for Twaukene?
Do they have any?
I said 140. Jeremy said 170.
I'm going to say 165.
She's going to say 165. She sneak in right below you.
You're going to undercut me there. We're going to have to start figuring out what we have to do, whoever gets the closest. So,
yeah.
Thought for next time.
Yep, that'll be okay. We'll have a good time with that. Right quick, before we go, Jeremy, why don't you tell us about everybody qualifying for your year-end tournament and how all that's going to work?
Yeah, so to get qualified for the $120,000 Classic at the end of the year, giving away that beautiful XL 230 Stormcat and $120,000. But one of the ways to get qualified is the top 3 at a one-day event, top 25 at a super event, which is just 4 of them. And then we have quite a few affiliate clubs. If you come in the top 3 at one of theirs, you just have to enter a King Cat. Enter 5 tournaments or come in the top 50 in points. So several different ways to get qualified depending on what you all are doing as an angler fishing the trail, but make sure you get qualified. The $120,000 Classic will be out of Wheeler. You can fish Wheeler and Wilson out of Decatur, Alabama, and that's the first weekend in November, and that could be the biggest weights of the year in the King Cat Trail. So
it's possible.
Yes, everybody needs to be there. And one other thing, Mr. Glenn with Rig Wrap brought me that brand new 360 camera that we're going to be using. It's going to be the Rig Wrap live feed, or 360 live feed at all the King Cat tournaments. And I've just left it up there. I had it out on a bait tank in front of the booth, and I think it's going to be awesome. It looked good, worked good.
Yep.
And get a few of the cosmetics worked out, and I think it's going to elevate the live feeds from now on at weigh-in.
Yeah, I do too. I'm excited about it. I watched it when he was testing it down in Jupiter, Florida. It looked amazing. And you can, if you're on a cell phone, you can just move it around up and down, side to side, and it changes where you're going. If you're on a PC, you take your mouse and you push down your left button, and you can move that screen around. You can look at the sky. You can look at who's weighing the fish. You can look and watch you. Just move it around, and you don't have to mess with none of that stuff, and that'll maybe stop some of the people from walking in front of your camera and getting between what the guys are looking at in the fish.
That's right. And we're going to have it set up a little bit higher in between the boat and the stage, so you can pan and look down in the to the weigh-in tubs. You can watch them pick them up. You can watch them get them out of the boat. A big thank you to Glenn with Rig Wrap. That's pretty awesome.
It is, you know.
Elevating that.
We was talking about that when he got that, and I ended up getting one, and we're going to try to hook ours up and use it when we're on the boat fishing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, like I said, that all that credit goes to him, and we're excited to be able to use that. And I was like a kid with a new toy at Catfish Conference playing with it, so I'm excited.
No kidding. Well, listen, you have a safe trip out there to the Carolinas. Be careful getting home. If everything goes right, we will be back next Wednesday night. Where in the world is Jeremy Cole?
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you again, Mr. Lyle. Glad y'all made it home safe, and we look forward to next weekend. So
absolutely. Talk to you then, Jeremy.
Awesome. Thank you, buddy.
All right, man.